Hi Capricorn, this is your reading for the month of October 2019. We are in the Libra season, and towards the second half or the latter half of the month, we will be experiencing more of Scorpio energies. And from what I know about Capricorns, neither of these energies is really easy for you to be in. But we'll see. The thing is that we have been experiencing some intense energies, and I feel like this has a lot to do with first, it started with the Pisces full moon, and now Pluto going direct in a couple of days from now is already impacting and affecting how we are experiencing or what we are experiencing in the month of October. So it is slightly intense. At the same time, it being Libra season, it is about relationships, marriage, partnerships, and influenced by Venus, it is about beauty, luxury, love, okay, all the finer, beautiful things in life. And if we try to see it from that perspective, I feel like we are looking at our relationships from a deeper or a higher perspective, whatever you may call it. It's almost like testing our relationships in a way to see which ones are working, which aren't, which need to leave. And this includes our relationship with ourselves as well. So all the aspects of ourselves which need work, which are conveniently hidden behind the curtain, or things that we don't want to look at, all of those shadow aspects, they actually will show up during this month. So just a little statutory warning there for you. But everyone is in this together, okay? So to begin with, I have pulled out some oracle cards. I haven't seen them, and this is going to talk about what your overall theme is for the month, what you will be working through, and what is the advice for you, okay? So let's take a look at this. We have karma. Okay, and wake up call tsunami. Wow. So this has a lot to do with your ancestral patterns, okay? This is like deep rooted, deep seated conditioning and ancestral or lineage karma, okay? What I mean by that is part of it is what we are born with, this aspect of karma, which has a lot to do with how things have been in your family, in your lineage over a long period of time, and what needs to change, especially when it comes to that kind of conditioning or patterns or behavior or thinking also. This has a lot to do with how we behave, okay, in our current lives, in this incarnation. So your ancestral lineage has a lot to do with how you behave, how you tackle with situations, what your mentality is like, what are the positive aspects of it, what are the negative aspects of it. I feel like you will be taking a call on that, okay? It's almost like the situation, all of this is going to surface, and you will have to look at it from a deeper perspective, thinking about things like, for example, if in your ancestral lineage you have karma associated with, say, gender discrimination or something like that, do you have the opportunity now to change things? You do. So this is like you taking a call on that. This sounds too huge, I know, for 1 month. It's probably not easy to navigate this kind of energy in a month, but it is I feel like it's a shift in the right direction, and that is what October is doing to us. It is shifting. It is helping us shift in our perspective, in the way we look at things, and a lot of that Pluto energy is about the darker, deeper aspects of our lives that we usually just ignore and neglect. Okay, so don't be scared, because I feel like we're all working through this, and a lot of people are completing or are on the verge of completing a karmic cycle. Okay, and looking at karmic patterns. Then we have envy, community, and blossoming abundance. Okay, for some reason you got an extra card. Okay, so what this is telling me is that first of all, you may have a pattern associated with your karma, which is probably triggering the emotion of envy in you, okay, towards other people. And this is for a small section of you, but for most of you, what I'm seeing here is that you are on the brink of a huge achievement in your life, okay, especially when it comes to, say, material aspects, or meeting new people, networking with people who are way beyond your current sphere of influence. Okay, so it's almost like you meeting foreigners or people from different lands that you're communicating with, that you're interacting with, and you're finding a new community of like-minded or even different kind of people. Okay, that is what I'm seeing here. That's the message I'm getting. So you may be even traveling abroad, meeting new people, or networking, like I said, finding new people to collaborate with, all that good stuff. And this is no less than abundance. Okay, this may have something to do with your physical material abundance. You being Capricorn, this is quite likely, because you generally are associated with the material goodies, the earthly offerings, the earthly gifts of life. Okay, so that I feel may result in some envy from people who are already in your sphere of influence. Okay, could be your friends, could be family even. Okay, so that is something that you need to watch out for. If you are going leaps and bounds in your career, especially, watch out for some people who are quite envious of your accomplishments. Okay, this month. Then we have chop wood and time to go. You definitely are traveling. I mean, where are you going, Capricorn? I don't know. You are at the end of a cycle. Okay, this being the number 9. It's almost like you don't know where you're going. The other message that I'm getting here is for you to focus on just doing the task at hand. Okay, don't get lost in these kind of emotions, or in anything that brings about anxiety in your life. Okay, it's kind of like do the job and move on, that kind of energy where you are really focused on the task at hand, which is great, which is what you should be focused on. But I feel like on the subconscious level, or more like a internal level, you are going through an immense shift, a powerful shift in terms of how you're seeing the karmic patterns, the karmic cycles that have been affecting your life. Okay, this may have something to do with your family, with your social circle, your friends, or whoever you call close. Okay, and I'm seeing a journey. I'm seeing some sort of travel happening. Okay, so the focus here is to not get caught up in the drama, all right, and focus on the task at hand is what I'm getting, no matter how mundane it is. And I think Capricorns are extremely good at that. They're extremely focused and they're extremely good at dealing with tasks one by one, in a systematic manner, and they're quite patient with that as well, as far as I have seen them. And especially when it comes to like physical tasks of, or like working on a computer or day-to-day activities, they're quite good at that. So in order to avoid any kind of negative emotions overwhelming you, or you getting caught up in drama, focus on the tasks at hand and take solace in your work is what I'm getting. And that is something I think it's like the default of Capricorns, I feel. Okay, let's begin with your tarot reading. We have the Three of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Certainly, I feel like that weight is coming to an end. You are beginning to see the ships come in and you are beginning to move ahead, and maybe it is time for you to travel. Okay, I feel like you're going to a distant land, some place that you don't really know much about. Okay, I absolutely love this card. So let's start with what your recent past has been like. Okay, how are you entering the month of October? What sort of energy from your recent past is lingering into October? We have the King of Cups. What is the recent past for Capricorn? Spirit, for the month of October 2019. Recent past, please. What are all these court cards doing in your reading? You've been dealing with some people. Okay. Alright. Okay. Lots of cards. Alright. So we have two character or court cards here. We have the King of Cups, the King of Wands, both in reverse. We have the Lovers, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Cups. So we have a couple there. The Seven of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Cups. So, who are these characters showing up? Here's what I am feeling, okay? In the recent past, there was some sort of situation in which you were dealing with two people and trying to make a choice between two people or two aspects or two bosses or whatever it may be in your case, okay? And I feel like one of them was already committed to someone else, okay? And this came to light a little later, maybe towards the end of the month in September. And then you decided to finally walk away from this situation. That's the short version of the story that I'm getting, okay? At one point you were kind of in a stalemate situation where you couldn't really make a choice. You couldn't make a decision between these two energies, okay? You could have been dealing with a fire sign and a water sign and trying to decide which way to go, okay? This may have had something to do with your career as well, it could be, but I am getting more of a relationship vibe from this, okay? And I feel like there was some kind of smoke and mirrors thing going on, like somebody trying to create confusion so that you can't really make up your mind, can't make a decision and move forward. But finally, I feel like you were able to see through that, whatever the smoke and mirrors effect was, and you finally, I use a lot of finally, sorry, and you decided to then move ahead in a different direction, okay? Either you chose, again we have the Three of Wands in reverse, so this definitely has there was some sort of communication, maybe from someone from a distance. Okay, maybe you were like in a long term, not long term, I wanted to say long distance, but I said long term. So it may be long term, or you thought it was going to be long term. And I feel like you ended it, okay? You decided to walk away from that situation. If that was not the case, you finally made a choice between these two individuals and you chose one and you went ahead with that, okay? Or you may have realized that this other person has been sort of undecided and they have had a lot of options on the side or something like that. And when you realized about, or when you learned about this, you decided to emotionally walk away or move away from this situation. Okay, so that's from your recent past. Now let's take a look at what your current energy is in October. Alright, what are you dealing with in October? Capricorn, for the month of October 2019, please. Present energy. Ooh, okay. Capricorn, for the month of October, please. What's happening with you? So it came out like this. The 3 of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, which is always good. So you made your decision, you made your choice, okay? If you're still in two minds about it in October, I feel like you're going to make that choice. Okay, this may have something, again, this 3 people here, 3 like a third party kind of involvement, which we did see in this card as well. Okay, I just want to take you back to this. So there are probably 3 aspects that you have been focusing on or trying to focus on, and you finally decided that, okay, I need to prioritize, you know, my tasks or my goals, and decided to focus on one thing at a time. So if this didn't have anything to do with a career, I feel like this was some kind of a third party situation where one of them was kind of being jealous of you and envious of you, and you have now decided to move on from that situation and not let that affect you long term. Okay, or you have probably learned about somebody who was keeping you as an option, and that's not something that you wanted. Okay, I'm sure nobody wants to be an option. You want to be prioritized, don't you? Yep. Yeah, you're falling out of this commitment, okay? Whatever it may be. It's almost like you're no longer hanging on to any hope in this situation. Yep. So some secrets are going to be revealed in the month of October. Something is coming to light, and you are even realizing that someone had been maybe unfaithful to you, okay, and not truthful as well. This may have something to do with your family, okay, or it may just be something that is affecting your wealth. Speaking of which, we have the King of Pentacles. This to me is your energy, Capricorn. This is a very Capricornian card for me. And we have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So you are beginning to sort of bring back the focus on you, is what I'm feeling, okay? I feel like you walked out of some dramatic situation, some smoke and mirrors kind of situation, where you were just feeling stuck and unable to really move on. and some sort of commitment or partnership got dissolved is what I'm seeing, okay? And there was something that you were kind of committed to that you thought was like the be all end all and something that is long term. Now you're beginning to pull yourself out of that situation and focus on your own abundance, focus on your own goals and creating abundance for yourself, which is where this chop wood comes in, okay? So you're very focused on your tasks at hand and especially on creating abundance for yourself, okay? Because you do have a real good opportunity to do that this month, and you're walking away from a situation that was, I think it was inevitably coming to a close, okay, coming to an end, and you've decided to extract yourself, to withdraw yourself from this situation because it was not really going anywhere. This sense or level of commitment or hopes from the situation, expectations, that was just dissolving, okay? Or you will come to the conclusion that it is no longer something that you want to focus on in the month of October. And definitely some kind of secrets are being kept here, okay? And I feel like you intuitively know about that, and that's why you wait. I won't be surprised if the Tower card comes up here because I feel like something is going to be revealed to you, okay? Something is going to come to light and you're going to, yeah, we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So this situation that you thought was your be all end all, you were kind of holding on to it, okay, with the hopes that it's going to reach its true potential, but you are withdrawing from that situation now, and you're focusing on just yourself, on things that bring you comfort, okay, especially material things, and you're not willing to let go of that, okay? You're holding on tight to your own abundance is what I'm getting, okay? Tell me more. Why is this Four of Pentacles here? Yeah, so there is some sort of information, some piece of news or something that is coming to light for you. We have the Judgment in reverse, so yeah. The Judgment is the wake up call card. Okay, it is like, in a way, it's like time to go, time to see where you need to move on from here, okay? So it is that kind of card for me. Some sort of information is coming to light, is some piece of missing piece of the puzzle is going to be revealed in the month of October, and you're going to finally it's almost like you're withdrawing, you know, into this is kind of like a Cancerian energy, but it's more of a Capricorn version of that energy, which is to do with seeking solace in your work. I don't know why, I think I said that initially. So you're withdrawing from the situation that you thought had potential, you know, to be long term, this relationship, and you're withdrawing from it in a very Cancerian way, like Cancers will go into their crab shell, okay, and cut off in a way, you would decide to focus on work and on tasks and on the mundane stuff and on building your abundance and focusing on wealth and the 3D material aspects of life. And that is what is your kind of comfort zone, your comfort place, okay? I feel like that is what is happening here, okay? So what are the challenges for you in the month of October? Okay. So in terms of challenges, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Magician, the Nine of Wands, and the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, so what's happening here is that you're, like I said, you're turning to work, okay, to sort of distract yourself from this situation, and you are I feel like somewhere deep down you still haven't completely cut off from the situation, okay, even though you need to. It's almost like you are carpeting the situation, the hurt or the anger or the pain or whatever it may be in your case, okay? Whatever these emotions are that have made you walk away from this situation because you don't want to deal with that drama anymore, okay? I mean, it may look like drama, but at the end of the day, we carpet emotions that are uncomfortable to deal with, that are unsettling, okay? And that is what I'm seeing here. These are unsettling emotions, and the way you're dealing with it is focusing on your work, even though it is tiring you out, even though there is a need for you to look at them from a deeper perspective, even though there is a need for you to probably take a pause and feel and navigate through these emotions, because they may have something to do. There is a karmic lesson here that you probably need to learn, but you're not willing to learn it, or you're not willing to look at it, okay? But I feel like it is going to come up either way. If not in the month of October, it's going to happen in November or December or whenever, okay? Because these things have a way of showing up in our lives when we least expect them to. And one day suddenly you will be feeling an overwhelming emotion or sensation and you're like, I don't know where this is coming from. I feel like this is how you are dealing with the situation, and it's not actually how you should. What you're trying to do is work really hard, try to manifest your abundance. You're focusing on that, which is great, which is a nice way of moving on from a situation as well. But there is a need for you to even look at it from, look at the situation for what it is, acknowledge your emotions even though they may be unsettling, and not just focus entirely on your work and use it like a crutch in a way, okay? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like deep down you're feeling the loss, okay? You're feeling separated. You are withdrawing yourself from the situation, but you're not internalizing it, okay? That is what I'm feeling here. It's almost like you're running away from your emotions. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting here. You're running away from your emotions. That's your challenge. What are the opportunities for you this month? What are the opportunities, Capricorn, for October 2019? Opportunities for Capricorn for the month of October 2019, please. What are the opportunities for them? Lots of cards. Opportunities for Capricorn for the month of October 2019. So actually we look at the opportunities as well as the advice from Spirit at the same time. Okay. What are the opportunities and what can they do? What should they do for the month of October 2019? Opportunities and advice, please. We have the Sun. Again, we have a 3 here. The 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups. We saw the 3 in the community card as well, okay? There's definitely there's some triangulation happening here. Alright. You have an opportunity to change an aspect and really go through a huge transformation here so that this loop or this situation does not repeat itself, okay? Because otherwise you may be stuck in this never-ending cycle, this loop, okay? So we've got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun, the Death card, the 4 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. So you have definitely an opportunity coming your way, especially in terms of work or something that's really prosperous, okay? Something that is, and we have the 3 of Wands in reverse that's wanting to come out. You've seen that twice during this reading, I think. And the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Ouch. The 10 of Swords in reverse. I feel like the way Spirit is showing you the way to close a chapter for good and avoid something like this happening again in your life, okay? And the only way for you to do that is to learn this lesson that it is trying to show you. Alright? I feel like this has something to do with some sort of triangulation. Maybe when you are in a relationship with someone, you focus too much on your work and you don't give them time. And again, you end up in relationships where there is some sort of third element, third party to it, be it somebody else or be it work or be it anything else, you know, could be anything. So there's like a triangulation situation happening, okay? And you need to give yourself some time to heal from this, to contemplate over it, and to really acknowledge the way you're feeling, because I feel like you may have a tendency to carpet it, is what I'm getting, okay? You do have great opportunities coming your way, and one of the best opportunities is to actually bring about a huge change, okay? So that these things are not repeated in your life. And with change, usually you will undergo some growing pains, it's never really comfortable. And this is a very Scorpion card. It is a Pluto inspired, okay, Pluto energy card, which I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. We have Justice in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So there is like some sort of any imbalance happening here, okay? Someone or something was throwing you off balance. This person whom you were dealing with, either they kept you as an option or maybe you kept them as an option. I don't know. Energy is reversible, so take it as it resonates, okay? And now I feel like there is a need for this karmic balance to happen, for the scales to be balanced, and for justice or equality to be restored. But for that to happen, that also involves you being open to change and transformation from your end, okay? For any sort of karmic pattern to be dealt with, any sort of karmic cycle to end, we need to take a deeper look at our own motivations, our own desires, and how we are manifesting them, and of course how we're dealing with other people as well. I hope that's making sense. Because definitely I feel like there is your advice is to, how do I put this? This reading is turning out to be quite long. There is a strong need for you to contemplate, okay? Because even in your previous set of cards, we saw the Hangman, okay? It's almost like you're not willing to take a breather, take a pause, and look at situations and look at the bigger perspective, look at the pattern of things and how you work with people, how you interact with people. Why is it that this lesson is coming up for you again and again, and are you really trying to avoid it? So I feel like the sun's role here, more than anything else, is to illuminate what it is that you need to change in your life, okay? Yeah, it is a really happy card. It's the happiest card in the deck, and it has a lot to do with liberation, freedom, your vitality, energy, your childlike perspective to life, joy, success, all of those beautiful emotions. And sometimes we try to be really happy on the outside, but inside we know that we need like a drastic change, okay? Because something's not right. Something is out of balance, and some sort of hurt, pain and betrayal, or whatever emotion it may be that you are running away from, needs to be acknowledged, okay? And then you can plant new seeds, then you can start with something new. This is a very Capricornian card as well. So that's some food for thought. I hope that made sense, and you do have good opportunities here, but I feel like the biggest opportunity, the biggest gift that you can give yourself is the permission to go through change and transformation, okay? Yeah, don't resist it. There it is, the Tower card. Alright, so that was your reading, Capricorn. I'll just show you all of these cards again for you to recall messages from the beginning of the reading, okay? And I hope this was useful to you, and I wish you all the very best for the month of October, and I hope you're able to navigate through these energies, which are slightly contrasting, and get through them, okay? A lot more liberated, a lot more free, and a lot wiser, okay? So I wish you all the very best again, and do like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the reading, and let me know if it resonated with you in the comment section, okay? So take care, and yeah, wish you the best. Bye bye.